with two teams destined for postseason play.
$2, pardon the question, Russ. It's what Texas football is all about. Friday night in the state's #1 and 2 rated teams. Pull out all the stops and bar the door because every cliche known to fan is appropriate here.
This is going to be the largest total crowd, I'm sure, that we've had in this stadium in the 20 years it's been open.
The top-ranked North Mesquite Stallions were once doormats. Now they want to establish a winning football tradition.
It's a big game for us. It's obviously a game that will put our program maybe up to the level of the Permians and the Converse Justins and Plano's, and we're excited about it.
How good are they?
They're wonderful. These are kids I had when they were in elementary school, but I'm here to watch games now.
Then there's the canine factor.
And we call them the dog pound defense. They're mean, bad, and ugly. We're going to turn the dogs loose on here in a minute.
But in the end, the magic left Mojo. North Mesquite scored early and often and went home with bragging rights. This time. But Gillette News 4, Texas.
High school football tonight now, an early season showdown in 5A. #1 North Mesquite hosting #2 Odessa Permy. In the first half of this one.
Get it up! Come on, baby!
Stallions quarterback Will Overstreet finding Clint Johnson for the 9-yard touchdown. Later on, Overstreet with the perfect pass to Roderick Sneed for the score. North Mesquite controls the ball game as they take the lead there and then get it done on the ground. Watch Adrian Cox come right at you, shakes off a couple of would-be tacklers. Oh, look at him come down the sideline. 78 yards for the touchdown. North Mesquite 27. Permian nothing, your final.
Our defense came out and made great plays all night long. Our offense came out on the very first drive, controlled the ball for almost 10.5 minutes, made some great plays, put the ball in the end zone from mid-on. I think our defense took over.
When we came out there and had that long drive on offense and shut them down on defense, hey, I knew we were going to smoke them.
All the pregame hype built up for this game, #1 against #2. North Mesquite against Odessa Permian before more than 20,000 at Mesquite Memorial Stadium. The Stallions waste no time. They drive 69 yards and 20 plays to open the game. Clint Johnson scoring on a 9-yard pass from Will Overstreet. Then it's Adrian Cox's turn. This 78-yard sprint down the sidelines would give North Mesquite a 14-0 lead early in the second quarter. On their next possession, quarterback Overstreet to the air. He connects with Roderick Sneed, a 28-yard scoring pass. North Mesquite leads 21-0 at the half, and the Stallions thump #2 Odessa Permian 27-0 the final score.
Mesquite at Plano Friday night. First quarter, the Stallions Jason Coffey. He's in the pile, but somehow he breaks out of it. He's gone. 35 yards. North Mesquite up early, 7-0. Second quarter, North Mesquite's driving. Will Overstreet tries to go over the middle, but it's picked off. Jeremy Faulty. Plano's defense playing an outstanding game. End of the first half. Plano on the 18-yard line of North Mesquite. On the option, Robert Conrad gets the ball stripped. The Stallions' Chris Gibson recovers. North Mesquite, with its toughest battle of the year so far, heads to Plano. But first, the highlights from week number 8 of high school football. Another great crowd on hand last night at Memorial Stadium in the battle for Mesquite pride between the Stallions of North Mesquite and the Mesquite Skeeters. After a roughing the kicker penalty kept the Stallions' first drive alive, the familiar sight of Jason Coffey going up the middle for the touchdown. Stallions lead 7-0. Later, quarterback Isaac Lyman hooks up with Maurice Stallworth. 20 yards in this place, but long games were few and far between for the Skeeters. North Mesquite played great defense again. In the second quarter, Roderick Sneed goes in for 14 yards out. The Stallions just too much for the Skeeters on this night. And North Mesquite, gearing up for the playoffs, remains unbeaten. 38-6, top-ranked North Mesquite gets the win. Mesquite moves into the second round of the high school playoffs without its #1 running back, All-Stater Jason Coffey. Coffey helped North Mesquite win its playoff opener. After the game, it was discovered that Coffey, as a result of a hit, had suffered some internal injuries, internal bleeding. He'll be all right, but he has been hospitalized and will miss the rest of the playoffs. They took that #1 ranking into the playoffs, won their opening game, but now they face their toughest task, trying to win a state title without their best player. Craig Miller has more. Here we have your average high school football team film session, getting ready for their next opponent. Typical in every aspect except that the team studying this film is anything but typical. They are the undisputed kings of the Texas 5A football hill. The top-ranked Stallions of North Mesquite getting ready for this weekend's second-round playoff game with state-ranked Tyler John Tyler. And playing a tough opponent is nothing new for Coach Mark Elam's bunch.
So I think our kids really enjoy being #1. But again, I think I heard some kids say earlier, it makes teams want to play a little bit harder, and there's a little bit more at stake. And I know our coaches got a, kind of a, I wouldn't call it a rousing welcome from the John Tyler fans last week. We were up in the stands trying to scout them, and they obviously knew we were number one, didn't like us. So it works both ways.
It's a close-knit unit, mostly seniors who have been playing football together since grade school, and a team that has fun together on and off the field.
Yeah, we've all grown up with each other through Pee Wee football and through middle school, so it's just a great bond between everybody, and we all know that we're all there for each other out on the field, and we kind of know what each other's going to do.
We hang out after school, after games, we're always together. We're always honest together.
What do you do?
Just hang out. Most of us like to play Sega or Super Nintendo, stuff like that. Just playing basketball, just whatever, just kicking.
Every champion has, at one time or another, had to endure some hardship, and while North Mesquite seemed unstoppable, they were dealt a blow last weekend. All-state back and leading rusher Jason Coffey was injured in the first round of the playoffs against South Garland. Internal bleeding so severe that Coffey was hospitalized for days following the game, and it's turned Jason into playoff spectator instead of playoff performer.
No, it's not going to feel good at all, because I believe that it's destiny that we're all here together, and that we're on the same team, and we're here to do one thing. I believe that's to win that state championship. I've been with these guys since the 7th grade. I love every one of them, and it really kind of breaks my heart just to know I ain't going to be able to be with them.